Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mello. We're here. This episode, I didn't have much to talk about. So, do a little quick chat about Black Panther and talk some wrestling. A crown jewel, Saudi Arabia. You know what it is. Hope you enjoy the show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube, MFG22. Hit me up on Twitch, twitch.tv/MelloFellowGaming. No space, one word. Let's go. Hope you enjoy the episode. One love. Hey, yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another Mellow podcast. We are back. It's Saturday. It's Saturday night. Anyways, I know I do have, real quick, I do have the bonus episode of what I've been doing. I started last week. It was The Last Ronin. I have part 2 coming out on Sunday. I know I'm a day behind everything, but it's alright though. It's coming out, I promise y'all. It's coming out. This episode, we're just going to chit-chat. We're just going to talk. And at this current moment, I have really nothing to talk about specifically. As you know, we are literally... It's Saturday, so it's going to move back an hour. Don't forget daylight savings time. So before you go to, most of us have phones that do it anyways, but if you still got one of those regular clocks, wall clocks, digital clocks, make sure you put your time back an hour before you go to nights. Get that nice, wonderful extra hour of sleep. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we are literally, I don't want to say 7, I want to say 6 days away. Unless you're going to watch it on a Thursday, 5 days away. But technically 6 days away from Black Panther, Wakanda, forever. I'm excited. I'm super excited for this movie to come out. It's been, it's been a long time coming since, the OG, the King, Chadwick Boseman passed away. I'm excited to see how the whole movie plays out, where the story is, what new characters they're going to introduce besides Namor. And just see how well Shuri does in that suit, and how she does in this, how it's given to her. Is it just given to her, or does she just take it because she feel like she has to take it? You know what I'm saying? But I cannot wait until this movie comes out. I know I keep saying it, but come on, y'all gotta be happy. Y'all gotta be happy. We are so close to this movie coming out. And y'all have to realize this is the end of phase 4. I know usually most of these phases, because there was no Disney Plus at the time, took about almost 2 years, maybe 3 years to spread out. So it was a lot of phase movies when they came out. There were 1 or 2 movies a year. Sorry, I'm a little sick. And they just spread it out, all the movies, to spread out the phases. But since we got Disney Plus, they throw phases into the TV shows, which later on, obviously, we're going to see in the movies. So this movie will be the end of phase 4. I'm wondering who else is going to be a part of this movie. Also, Lionheart. Oh my god, this ain't wrestling. Sorry, Jericho. I will be talking about wrestling in a little bit though. Ironheart, Riri Williams will be pulling up to this. I want to know how she gets brought into the movie. Is she from Wakanda? I know in the comics she's not, but is she from Wakanda in this movie? Or do they bring her from... I really haven't read any Ironheart comics, I'm going to be real with y'all. I just know of her. Or, she's clearly just as smart as Peter Parker, Tony, Bruce. So she's going to make her own suits. I can't wait. I hope she does what Tony did, which is make her own, different, Mach 1, Mach 2, Mach 18, Mach 45, You know what I mean? Because also, and then we got Okoye, how she developed from coming back from Endgame, you know, and then losing. Like again, I feel this movie is, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if they really brought it up, but I still feel like this movie's gonna take place in the middle of Endgame. I feel like they probably said something like where it takes place, but I probably didn't listen or wasn't paying attention. I feel like this movie's gonna take place right after Infinity War. Everybody gets snapped. Like you said, in Endgame comes up. They talk about Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow talks to Okoye about what's going down there in Wakanda. Or we just have some tremors down deep oceans of the water and stuff like that. Right there, that's where all that shit takes place. During, everybody still being snapped away, and obviously after. So we might get like a quick fast, like a sad thing to the death of the king in the beginning of the movie, and then we're gonna fast forward maybe 3-4 years, like a year after Endgame or 2 years after Endgame, where Namor really starts throwing his weight around and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Again, the fact that we got Namor and it's like, because no one knows what the fuck, people guess where Atlantis is, but no one knows what the fuck Atlantis is. And this is not even Atlantis. This is Tecnocal, if I said it correctly. So it's basically indigenous Mexican Incan kind of tribe situation, but it's still Namor. So it doesn't really matter, because no one technically knows where Atlantis, Tecnocal really is. You got Latino playing it, you know what I'm saying? So that's exciting. We all know Namor is not a hero, but he's not a villain. So you got anti-hero, anti-villain kind of thing. Anti-everything, I guess. But yeah, like I said, 6 days. If you're going to watch it on Friday, I want to watch it on Thursday. So that's 5 days. I'm excited. This movie, I feel it has to hit all ties. Because obviously the main thing people want to know, or two main things, is who's going to play Black Panther, and we all know it's going to be Shuri, and how they bow down the king, Chadwick Boseman, and put him to rest in this movie. That will be the main thing in this movie. I feel like how you put just his character to rest. It kind of says they gotta have to fast forward like the whole story of Shuri becoming Black Panther, because obviously there's so much I keep forgetting freaking Black Panther's name, but Chadwick Boseman character, there was so much they could have done. There's so much story with him, but obviously things happen. Sometimes you gotta move forward, but it's gonna be good. I feel like this is gonna be, I'm gonna say it's gonna be 10 out of 10. I mean, if I were to do like out of 5, I'm praying it's like a 4.5 out of 5, at least 4. Because if I were to do like, I know I already did my Black Panther review, but I gave Black Panther a 7 out of 10. If I'm gonna break that down to 5 out of 5, oh Jesus, 2.5, 3 out of 5. I'm gonna be honest with you, 2.5, 3 out of 5. But yeah, dude, let's go. This movie's gonna be sick. Alright, but I'm gonna take a break for a second. Gotta pay some bills. I don't know why I even said that. I pay my own bills. I got no advertisements on this thing. But I'll be back in a second, alright, y'all? More love. Hey, guy, what's going on? Do you guys ever feel tired and you just want a nice little pick-me-up to, just wake you up a little bit, but won't drag you down right after you finish, your energy's all gone? Go check out W.GG. Literally, I actually bought it, you know what I'm saying? And I tried them. Like, first thing, the flavors are fucking phenomenal. One almost tastes like a Starburst. It's called Dub Slime. That's just ridiculous. But my favorite one is Galaxy Grenade. Has a nice sweet taste. It tastes a little berry-ish, little berry style to it. It's delicious. But you also go check out. Go to w.gg, and if you use my code MFG22, you get 10% off your order. All right. Thank you all once again. Again, w.gg. Use code MFG22. Now let's talk a little wrestling. Today, or technically, I'm not sure what time it is in Saudi Arabia when it showed up. Well, today here in the U.S. at 12 p.m., the Crown Jewel happened. Now, this is considered WWE's one of their major events of the year. And yes, usually it's Royal Rumble, obviously Mania, Survivor Series. I'm so sorry, holy shit. Survivor Series and Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. In fact, Survivor Series, I feel it's like taking a backseat a little bit. I'm hoping this year is going to be a banger. They're bringing War Games for the first time ever to the main roster. Survivor Series War Games, let's go. But usually in between SummerSlam, Survivor Series, they pull up Crown Jewel. Usually, I think they do this 2 times a year. But they have a contract with Saudi Arabia, and they get paid by them. Like, they get paid from what I've read, listened to. They get bank from Saudi when they do these shows in Saudi Arabia. So I feel like they do this to, I feel like it helps them set for the year. I could be, listen, I don't know nothing about financials, but that's how I feel. But anyway, so first match was Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. Okay. One, I was surprised. This was literally the first match of the night. Also, this one was like a 4-hour pay-per-view, or live event, 4 to 5 hour live event. I was shocked it was that long. Bobby Lashley whipped Brock's ass. And essentially, before the match even really started, Bobby pushed Brock onto the steel steps and Brock hurt his knee. Now, is that kayfabe or is that legit? I don't know. But for most of the match, Brock was hobbling on one knee. I mean, even still, he still took Bobby to Suplex City like 4 or 5 times. And still did a couple F5s on top of that. But Brock still got the win. A fucking weird win, because I don't feel Bobby's shoulders were on the ground fully. But it was a short, what do you call it? I'll say like a 5, maybe 8 minute match. I would say 8 minute match at least. But definitely Bobby, I would say about 7 minutes of that match, Bobby whipped Brock's ass. And then Brock, while he was in the Hurt Locker, or Full Nelson, or the Master Lock, whatever you want to call it, he put his knee on top of one of the corners of the top rope and pushed off and basically pinned Bobby that way with his weight on top of Bobby. And then Brock won. And then Bobby gave him the Hurt Locker / Master Lock / Full Nelson submission on Brock because he was pissed off the way he lost. I'd be pissed off too, bro. But I'm going to hope there's another match with this. If not for Survivor Series, it has to be not WrestleMania. Excuse me, Royal Rumble. Because that match was just too small. Maybe they only did it because of what happened at SummerSlam. The way, was it this SummerSlam or last SummerSlam? I can't fucking remember. Jesus. The way Bobby lost. And the way Brock lost the title against Roman. Because that's literally all I can think about. Was it Royal Rumble? Dude, I can't remember what the hell last time Bobby had the title. Had to be Royal Rumble. Just the way it went, it's like, because obviously Heyman cheated Brock out of the title when he was facing Bobby, so Bobby won the title. So Maybe this was the way of Brock cheating Bobby out of a win. I don't know. Me personally, I didn't like it, but I'm gonna hope it leads to another match where there's actually an actual fucking ass whipping fight. Cause come on, man, like, y'all hype these dudes up so bad. Unless Brock was really injured, okay, you felt like you had to cut it short a little bit. God damn, what's going on? But if I were to grade this match without the shortness of it, out of 5, I give it a 3. Now, okay, I stayed up. Let's just put it this way: McIntyre fight, Damage Control fight, Strowman fight. What? I'm sorry. OC Judgment Day. It's weird how I woke up at the end of all these fucking matches. Because usually I take a nap between 12 and 2. You know? But, you know, I basically slept through every single one of these matches. I know that the Damage Control beat Alexa Bliss and Asuka for the women's tag team titles again. So now Damage Control is now the WWE tag team women's tag team champions. It's whatever. I don't really think anything of this match. This whole tag team thing with them just doesn't pique my interest. It really hasn't been. Asuka by herself is a phenomenal wrestler. Alexa, phenomenal by herself. Io, phenomenal by herself. Dakota, phenomenal by herself. But them all as a tag team, to me, just doesn't work. I would grade this just from highlights, but that's not fair to do. So I'm not going to do that. Next one was Braun Strowman versus Omos. I'm sure it's always nice to see two fucking big ass motherfuckers fight. But another one is like, I'm a fan of Braun. I'm a fan of Omos. It was just basically a power fight. That's all it is to me. Who's gonna outpower the other one? And Braun in this case won. He beat Omos. That's it. Done. Next. Now, Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. This has been a thing going on for a couple months, if not more than that. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all this coughing. God damn. I'm just jumped right to it. Drew McIntyre won. Karrion Kross Karrion's been losing a lot lately, I feel like, or he's not had any quintessential wins. He brought him back to be a badass. But y'all have been treating him like a mid-carder, I feel like. I hope you bring him back up, because I'm a fan of Karrion Kross, or formerly known in everywhere else, Killer Kross. But Scarlett tried to help, because Drew was about to walk out to the door. Scarlett sprayed some perfume mist on his face. He ended up going back into the cage. By the way, this was a cage match, sorry. And then Karrion was about to come out, but Drew climbed over the steel cage and basically just hopped off the cage and won, while Karrion was probably like 2 feet away from winning. Meh. I know these two always put on they're just like Omos and Strowman. They're muscle dudes. They do power, but they're also finesse guys. So, I might probably have to rewatch Crown Jewel, certain parts. Now the OC versus the Judgment Day. I'm a fan of this whole tag team situation fights, because Rhea's a monster. She's the new China. I'm saying it right here. Rhea is the new China. Because I'm thinking like D-Generation X, when it was just Shawn and Triple H, and then they added China, but then they started dolling China up to give her more of like a less bodybuilder, more feminine look. But she was still, let's see, she was still beast. But I like the fact that Rhea is whipping these dudes, the OC's ass, especially Luke Gallows or Doc Gallows, whatever you want to call him. Just last few weeks, just fucking slamming his ass, body slamming him. Oh my god, it's been beautiful. And I love what's going on with Dominic Mysterio. We just can call him. We can't call him DM. That's just weird to me. I don't know why, but it is. Dominic Mysterio's putting in work. He's in these matches with some dudes that have been in the business for at least 15, 20 years, and he's putting in that work. And they're showing him that you got to put in that work. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not sure who won. The OC won because of Rhea. I was listening to it earlier while I was half asleep. The OC won, because Rhea gotta get in it, make sure her boys win. Rhea has to be the mastermind. She probably is the mastermind behind this whole group. She does everything right. But I'm glad the boys, the club / the OC, whatever the hell you want to call them, they're back. I think it's cool. I was surprised they got brought back. I'm like, oh shit, what? They was just like a week ago in a different promotion. So that's awesome. So I feel like this whole sequence, the OC versus the Judgment Day, is not over yet. The OC, Original Club, if people didn't know that. And the OC's going to have to bring in a female to take care of Rhea. But the only other female I can think of bringing in is Raquel Gonzalez. Or Raquel Rodriguez, whatever. Because she almost has that same physical presence of a Rhea. But I'm going to be real with you. Rhea looks just built-wise, she looks scarier. So that's what I'm thinking. They're going to bring in Raquel to help take care of Rhea so they can whip fucking Judgment Day's ass, finally. But that whole tag team situation, I forgot what we call it again. Jesus, I'm loving. Now, you can't see me, but my hands is up. Pulling that finger up in the air. That one. Because you the twos, and we the ones. Call me Mellow Uso. No, don't call me that. Don't call me that. This whole Bloodline thing has been awesome. I love it. I'm a huge fan of the whole Uso thing. Since they were doing their Samoan dance when they first came out, to even before that, slightly when they came in with Tamina in their black trunks. I love these guys. You know what I'm saying? And now their little brothers in it, Solo said, cool. Love it. I love this dude. I love his presence. He don't even got to talk to me. He don't even got to talk, I think. His presence alone is beast. God, I don't even have a drink around me. But I'm also a fan of the Brawling Brutes. I hate the name Butch. I want my Pete Dunne back. Essentially, still same character, just way more feistier. But the Brawling Brutes versus the Usos for the WWE World Tag Team Championships. Let's go. Now, this match I saw for the most part. It was close. Like, I actually thought the Usos were about to lose, and then Roman Reigns was about to kill them motherfuckers. Like, I thought Roman was about to... If they lost, we would have had problems. The head of the table would have had some serious issues with these boys. These men, if they lost. I do find it weird that Sami didn't travel, though. The Usos traveled and Solo traveled, but Sami didn't travel. I don't know if it's a visa thing or they just didn't feel like he needed to travel. But Ridge Holland and Butch, oh god, they put in work. They literally probably were 3 or 4 chances away from winning the title. But then the boys, the Usos, the brothers, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember who they put on top of the fucking top rope. To do a top rope 1D, one and done. My people, that just, the Hardy, oh man, shoot me in the face, somebody. The Dudley boys, / Team 3D, they were like, oh yeah, let's go. That's the shit we like to see. Because basically it's a 3D, just change it to 1D. I loved it. The fact they put, I'm trying to remember who the hell they put on top of the fucking rope, and then they just did that move off the top and just connected. Bro, that was gorgeous. That's how you knew it was over too. No one can kick out of the 1D / 3D. You cannot kick out of that. Once it gets hit, it gets hit. That's it. You know. But like I said, before that move even hit, Ridge Holland was becoming a monster strength-wise. You know what I'm saying? He was beating down the Usos. You know, and then Bush was also beating down the Usos in his own way. I'm really trying to see like videos as I watch this. Sorry. Jeez, I almost forgot a whole fucking I feel like I'm forgetting some matches here. But I'm so glad the Usos won. That Bloodline's gotta stay lit, bro. That Bloodline's gotta stay where it is until we get to Mania. And then maybe we can talk about losing titles. But before then, nope. We gotta hit at least till Mania. Do I think Roman is gonna hold that title to break a record? I don't think so. Usos probably. Because they're supposed to face the New Day on Friday Night SmackDown. And if they beat the New Day, they officially have the record. Unless New Days beat them for the title. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. Next match. Bayley versus Bianca Belair in the last... Why do we call it the last woman standing match for? You want to treat them like equals, just call it last person match. No. Just call it last man standing match. Oh, this one was kind of fun. At one point, Bayley came out on a fucking golf cart, tried to run Bianca over. Hi, my name is AEW. We like to report an issue that you stole our idea. No, but they didn't hit Bianca with the golf cart. Bianca was just like, what the hell is this shit? What is this woman doing? And then Bianca got Bayley on top of the golf cart, started beating her down, and then drove the golf cart down the ramp. And then Bianca was like, what the hell, man? And then she started pulling out ladders, chairs. Bianca was just beating her ass with ladders and chairs, and then got her stuck in a ladder in between the ropes in one of the corner turnbuckles. So Bayley couldn't even get out of it. So the 10 count was there. Boom. Bianca was like, God damn, finally, this woman's down. Woo! Now that match, the Uso match, out of 5, that's a 4 to me, bro, all day. The Bianca Bayley match, 3.5. 3.5. I don't got no issue with that, bro. Before we get to the main event of the evening, I gotta talk about Bray Wyatt. I did not expect to see Bray Wyatt at all. But you're really trying to push Bray. And this whole multi-personality situation he's got going on right now. I'm not gonna lie, Uncle Howdy's scary as fuck, bro. That mask is scary as hell to me. It is creepy. That's literally one of those things like you see someone walking down the street like, no thank you, I'm gonna keep walking. Sorry about that, got notifications. I'm like, nope, no thank you. I like where they're going with Bray Wyatt. It's like they're trying to bring in the wholesome Bray Wyatt. He feels like he's trying to get away from all his demons. But this Uncle Howdy character is like, no, Bray, no. Bring the demons out to me. I want them. We need them. I need them. That's who you are. You are a demon. Bring them all out to me. We need them now. And Bray's trying to fight it, bro. He's trying to be wholesome and clear and happy. And this Uncle Howdy character ain't letting him do nothing. He's trying to get into his mind. I'm like, yo, Uncle Howdy about to get me fucking tripped up and shit. This dude crazy. But they're selling it. I'm glad they're slowly bringing him up, carrying him up, and stuff like that. So, Hell yeah. Alright, so excusez-moi. The final match of the evening. No. See, we want to show respect to the head of the table, tribal chief. Logan Paul versus the challenger, Roman. The head of the table. The one and only Roman Reigns. Yo. I took bits and pieces of this match. I'm gonna be serious with you. I just know Roman was trying to get this match over done and quick with. He tried to hit the Superman punch on Logan. Logan dodged it. Hit him with the with the fucking right hand. I mean, he hit him. And then he came back with the Superman punch. Oh my God, I thought it was over. I'm like, no way, this is not happening. But, you know, on that 2.9 count, like, oh, no, he kicked out. Like, damn, that shit was close. Listen, when it comes to Logan Paul, I got respect for him. Because you know why? He has actually put in the work to be a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like, people used to say, like, oh, he's just here for the money and stuff like that. But ever since Bad Bunny 2 years ago on WrestleMania, sorry, I just passed, guys. And then Logan Paul pulls up this year's WrestleMania. Yo, like, he's actually putting in work to train, be a better superstar. That's why they signed him. I think it's awesome, the fact that he actually wants to put in the work. You know, it was only his third match, by the way, ever. And he's putting these high-profile matches because you know why? People want to see him lose, and or maybe win. People want to see what happens if he does win, because you know he's gonna be on social media all day, every day. I mean, shit, his entrance was the "I got bad news" Wade Barrett thing from like he was all the way up in the like scaffolds almost. His phone in his hand, talking on his phone. I wonder if he was live tweeting, or TikToking, live and shit. I could see that. I could see him doing that. But the whole time he was coming down the ramp too, he just had his phone like this, you know, talking to it and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, you know what? That's cool. He's a pure entertainer. I can't deny this. But come on, it's Roman Reigns. I mean, okay, so I'm a fan of Roman when he was part of the Shield. I was somewhat of a fan when he broke out of the Shield and like kind of started doing his own thing. Still a fan there. I'm like, when he started like really being his own person. But when he came back to do this whole head of the table thing, I'm like, yo, this is dope. He's perfect as a heel. He's okay as a babyface, but he's the heel. He's one of the best heels in the game right now. And then he slowly just built up the faction of the Bloodline. I mean, technically they've always been called the Bloodline, even when they were all like faces, all good guys. But it wasn't like an official faction name. It was just they just did that on commentary and stuff. When they officially became a faction, and they started being called the Bloodline, you got Heyman having Heyman on your side is the greatest thing for I think any performer. But like, if Heyman believes in you, you got something. You have something. So, but to continue with the match, you know, trying to get cheat ways. Logan Paul came out. Not Logan. Logan's brother Jake came out. You know, try to help his brother, and then you know the whole Bloodline came out. A feud started there. But because of the Bloodline, Roman got to keep those titles. Now, what's next for Jake and what's next for Roman? That's a great question. People keep thinking, oh, they brought in Jake so he can come be the next one to take the spot and try to beat Roman. But I heard from listening to Corey Graves' podcast after the bell, usually on Thursday nights or Friday mornings. Paul Heyman was on, and he was saying he wants to fight Canelo. He wants to fight Canelo. Jake Paul wants to fight Canelo. Like, that's how serious Jake Paul's taking his boxing. Just as serious as Logan's taking this wrestling thing. So I think if we ever go to see Jake Paul in a wrestling ring actually do something, it's going to be a while. But in the sense of Logan, where he goes to next, either we keep him up there with Roman, or we just find another opponent for his ass. You tell he still can keep him and Logan still doing their thing until Survivor Series, unless Roman is not doing Survivor Series, but the whole Bloodline can do Survivor Series as a part of one of the 2 matches for War Games. Oh, I just thought of that. Oh shit. Because you need 4 people. Roman's not going to be in it. You can have Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, Solo, and Sammy. That's 1-4. And the only thing I can think of would be the Brawling Brutes and the New Day as the other 4. Or Imperium. But then you would need 1 more for Imperium, though. Maybe Sheamus, maybe Drew McIntyre, maybe Karrion Kross. So that whole situation is interesting. I mean, I know we're a couple weeks away from Survivor Series, but I'm excited for that. It's in Boston. I want to go so bad. I want to go so bad. If you didn't realize, I'm from Massachusetts. The tickets right now are freaking ridiculous. But I want to go see this live. See a War Games match live? Dude, that's going to be so good. Oh, I want to cry because I want to go so bad. Mama! Anyways. But yeah, that's essentially, from what I saw from Crown Jewel, out of 5, I would give it a 3.5. So, or let's put it at 3 because I didn't see all the matches, so we'll just leave it at 3. But this this title fight, that was a 4.5, I think. A good 4.5. 4.5. Alright, yo, but thank y'all for listening, watching. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, MFG, at youtube.com/MFG22. You know what it is. You want to look me, or if you're on YouTube at this moment, hit that handle, at MFG22. You want to talk to me or play with me on Twitch, send me a message on Twitch, twitch.tv/MellowFellowGaming. No spaces, one word. You know what it is. Show me love, send me some comments, do whatever you want to do. I'm still working on trying to get some of my social back. So, you know what I'm saying? That way you guys know when podcasts hit up and stuff. But we got some consistent people hopping on my stuff and listening and watching. But always and forever, peace, one love, deuce.